Hey everybody, happy workout Wednesday. Today I wanted to go over how to properly squat. So a squat, similar to the hinge that we covered a few weeks back, is another fundamental movement in both resistance training and just everyday life. So I wanted to give us three key takeaways, key points for how to maximize the efficiency of our squat. So first key that I want to give is sitting back in the chair, the idea of sitting back in the chair. What I mean by this is when I squat, I'm breaking at both my hips and knees simultaneously, and I really think of this action like as if I'm sitting back into a chair. So break at my hips and knees, sit back a bit, and then I'm coming up out of it. So a lot of times, a common error is our tailbone's kind of tucked underneath us. So really think of pushing back, sitting into that chair. Some feedback we can use for that is we can use a box, both for feedback sitting into the chair, or if we have some issues getting into a deep squat, I can use a box and really get that feedback of actually sitting back into a chair and coming back up out. What I would encourage to do if we're using a box is just get comfortable with the box height and then kind of lower that box height until we get to a good squat depth off that box. So first key, sitting back in that chair. Second key I want to give is to push the ground away. So as I get to the bottom of my squat, I want to think of having my whole foot planted into the ground. My whole foot is planted into the ground, and I'm pushing the ground away to stand up. Really just pushing the ground away from myself to stand up. I want to push again to the middle of that foot, keep my knees out slightly, and just push that ground away, standing up as fast as possible. Last key I want to give are my upper body angles. So a lot of times it can be forgotten in a squat as we're using our lower body, but with my upper body, what I want to do is think of maintaining a neutral spine. So I want a straight line from my head down to my butt. So as I squat down, I'm not looking up, not looking down. My head is in a nice neutral position. I have that straight line from my head down to my butt. I'm also keying to have my torso and my shins be parallel with each other. So I want, as I'm getting to full depth, my torso and my shins should be running parallel with each other. In order to get that, sometimes some common errors we'll see is I'm leaning too forward or my heels are possibly coming up. If that's something I struggle with, what I can do is go ahead and elevate my heels. So I'm just elevating my heels just a bit. And then I'm going to get back in that same squat. I'm going to have more of a vertical angle with both my shins and torso, but that angle is going to be parallel. So really want to stress that parallel angle as I get to the bottom of my squat. So just reviewing all those, I want to sit back in the chair, breaking simultaneously at my hips and knees. I want to, at the bottom of my squat, think of pushing the ground away, push it to the middle of my foot, standing upright. And I want to think of my upper body angles. Maintain that neutral spine. As I get to the bottom of my squat, think of maintaining or want to achieve that parallel angles of my torso and my shins. That's all I got for us. If we want to learn more about this, please go ahead and reach out. If not, I hope we all have a great workout Wednesday, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.